Good afternoon. Namaste. Welcome to Utsav on our beautiful campus, and I hope that all of you managed to get some lunch. My name is Deepika, and I'm the marketing head of Bajaj Auto, and it's my absolute privilege to welcome the Honorable Union Minister for Road Transport and Highways, Shri Nitin Gadkari ji. Thank you, sir. Thank you for taking the time and making the effort to come to join us today to flag off this historic launch for us. So thank you once again. I would also like to extend, on behalf of the entire Bajaj Auto Limited family, a very special welcome to several distinguished guests who've joined us today from the gas distribution companies and the OMCs, analysts. We've got, of course, our friends and our all collaborators from the media and the influencer community. A big, big thank you for taking the time to join us today. We're also honored to have our chairman, Mr. Rajiv Bajaj, and members of the board join us today. Thank you, sirs. And for some fun, a big welcome to the Bajaj Auto employee family who've joined us today in person and virtually across all our facilities. So big welcome, guys. A special shout out to the R&D team who's sitting right there, and a special shout out because they worked tirelessly to create this revolutionary new platform. So all the very best as we launch it, as your baby is launched today. And last but definitely not the least, a very big welcome to all our viewers, potential consumers who've joined us on the live stream event. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. The forces that drive us forward, innovations. They help us bridge, create bridges between challenges and solutions, and therefore pave the way for progress. So let's start the launch. I don't want to talk too much, but with a short AV that demonstrates how Bajaj Auto has always been committed to progressive innovation over the years. So can we have the innovation AV, please? Thank you.
We launch innovations for our planet, for today and for tomorrow.
Hamara kal, hamara aaj. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
May I now request our innovator par excellence, our MD, Mr. Rajiv Bajaj, to join us and say a few words on this august occasion.
Good afternoon, everyone. And I hope I say this vigorously enough because it's a real game-changing day for us, we think, at Bajaj Auto. So may I add my own very sincere welcome to all of you. Thank you very, very much for making the effort to be here today. Friends, those of you who have heard me speak before know that probably I have never used a set of notes to say what I have to say. But today there is so much to say that I didn't want to take a chance. So I decided to put it down on paper when I stand before you. I start, of course, by joining Deepika and all of you once again for thanking our esteemed minister who has taken the whole day out to come from Nagpur to be with all of us today to encourage and to motivate us. Sir, thank you. Thank you very much for that. Sir, formality is the norm on such occasions. पर आपको याद होगा 2 महीने पहले मैं आपके पास नागपुर आया था. It was a sensitive subject. आपने करीब घंटा भर मुझे घर पे बिठाया. And during the course of the discussion, you said to me, "Don't worry, you are my friend." पता नहीं आपको याद होगा नहीं होगा. So emboldened by your gesture of friendship, I want to welcome you little informally also on behalf of the entire Hamara Bajaj family, sir, very warm welcome to Hamare Nitin ji. Thank you, sir. Along with sir, I am also delighted that there are some other very special people in the audience today, starting with all my senior colleagues that I see in front of me, but this time many of them with their families, like my own extended family, some for as many as 34 years. That's how long I've been here now, since 1990. Amongst them are Rishabh and Deepa, probably the two most important people for me in this hall today. As Deepika mentioned, my national table tennis champion and Arjuna awardee, uncle and honorable chairman, Mr. Neeraj Bajaj, and our distinguished director, Anami Roy sir. But along with them are also some other friends that I would like to quickly introduce to all of you. My elder brother Tarang is here. And then with him are some people who've been very close to me, especially in the last 2.5 years, a little difficult period for me personally. Sharan and Komal, Arun and Ritu, Atul and Varsha, Doc Parvez and, as we call her, Her Majesty Jill, and Raja and Sheetal, and Dr. Lodha and Vishal, who's our distributor in Dubai, sells almost 1 million vehicles for us all over Africa. Vishal is also here, sitting right here in the second row. Thank you all very much for coming. It really means a lot to me. There's also my go-to comrades, as I call them, for advice on demand. So one is Amit Gupta from Yulu, somewhere in the front over here, and Saurabh Verma from Wonder Labs, sitting somewhat at the back. Guys, thank you for being so intelligent and so generous. Whenever I am challenged by issues concerning product and communication, these are the people that I reach out to. There is one more person I want to acknowledge, but I will come to that in the end. Friends, as I stand before you today for the launch of what we deem to be a game-changing product, the world's first CNG motorcycle, my mind actually goes back to what you saw on the screen a little while ago, to something that happened 25 years ago. 25 years ago, we launched India's first CNG three-wheeler, probably the world's first CNG three-wheeler. One morning, or rather one afternoon, as I was in office, I received some startling news. And the news was that in Delhi, a group of auto rickshaw drivers had just shattered the glass, the front glass of our dealership's showroom. Now, this was quite shocking for me to hear, because up until then, I had heard that the product was very well accepted. It had halved the running cost for the driver. They felt it was safe, it was reliable, and the price was also reasonable. I then learned what the reason for their ire was. They were upset because at that time, there was only one CNG fuel pump in all of Delhi. And the auto rickshaw driver had to stand in queue for 10 to 12 hours a day to fill CNG. That more than negated all the savings that accrued to him because of the CNG itself. Now, at first, obviously, I thought to myself, what does this have to do with me? This has to do with all these guys who didn't do their job and put up the fuel pumps that they were supposed to put up. But I learned one of my many lessons that I have learned at Bajaj Auto then, invaluable over time, and that is this, that the customer does not draw any boundary lines as far as your responsibility and accountability is concerned. The customer expects the manufacturer to ensure a holistic brand experience with the product. And especially if it is new technology like electric vehicles, or as we will see today, the world's first CNG motorcycle, then the customer is effectively telling us, your job doesn't end with just sales and service of the product. You are responsible for the entire ecosystem, for the totality of my ownership experience. And I thought this was important to mention today, since we are all present here, we are venturing into this new uncharted waters, where it is not enough for us to just make a good product and deliver it, but everything else that goes with it, in terms of its safety, in terms of its convenience, in terms of even educating the customer how best to take advantage of the product. It is our responsibility to ensure that this happens. So I am very pleased that our esteemed guests from the oil marketing and distribution companies are also here. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining us today. Thank you very much. And I would like to believe that I speak on behalf of Nitinji, of ourselves, on behalf of all of you, when I say to customers who may be listening in right now, that we all assure you, we are with you through the life cycle of this product, through all the use cases of this product, through all the allied considerations of this product. सर शायद इसको हमारा बजाज की गारंटी ऐसा कह सकते हैं। आप भी आपके भाषण में थोड़ा गडकरी के गारंटी का थोड़ा उल्लेख करना सर। Friends, I won't go into many more details of the product itself, because Deepika and Sarang and my colleagues, they can do a much better job of that, which they will do so shortly. But when I was thinking about the launch today, I have not kept count, but I was thinking to myself that after 34 years, maybe this is the 100th product launch of my career at Bajaj Auto. And there is one person that I have never ever missed on a product launch occasion, but I felt that today I feel the absence of this person. This is a person who, brick by brick, built this wonderful company that we are all part of, called Bajaj Auto. This is a person who, on his broad shoulders for 50 years, carried the entire Bajaj group, not just Bajaj Auto. This is a person, I think you will all agree, who pledged his razor mind, his iron will, his very large patriotic heart to the cause of building Indian industry. On the side, he also served as chairman of Indian Airlines in the 80s, if I remember right. He was also for a long time a member of parliament of the Rajya Sabha. And since he was my father, I saw him from very close quarters. And if I may say so, throughout his entire period of doing all of this, he is a person who slept very well at night, because he always said, I sleep on the pillow of courage and I sleep under the blanket of integrity. That is how I remember him. His unapologetic Bharat Bhakti, and I would like to such as Make in India, Atmanirbhar Bharat, Vocal for Local. So that makes me feel that perhaps being misunderstood is the cross that the forthright must sometimes bear for being ahead of time. He was a man who was ahead of time. Nitinji, my father, I know, he and you were friends for a long, long time. अभी भी आपने एक किस्सा बताया डावोस में, आपके बारे में, उनके बारे में. You have known each other for decades, perhaps. And if I may say so, yours is a friendship that goes back to a time when freedom was the underlying value of all business political friendships. Freedom of thought, freedom of expression, freedom of speech, freedom of action, the freedom to have your own conviction, the freedom to determine your own destiny, the freedom to decide your own process, the freedom to agree to disagree as we do, sir, sometimes, and the freedom from all kinds of fear. And that is why this freedom is the theme of our launch today. It is in the spirit of freedom for every Indian from some of the troubles that he faces in his everyday life that we have invited you today, sir. We want you to witness today our interpretation of the avatar of freedom. And I am sure you will like it, sir, because it offers freedom from petrol imports, freedom from petrol emissions, freedom from petrol prices, freedom from range anxiety and charging concerns, because it's not only the world's first CNG motorcycle, it's the world's first hybrid CNG motorcycle technology. It offers you freedom from cramped seats. You will all see perhaps today the longest motorcycle seat in the world. Sir, I know we cannot legally say that 4 people should sit on a two-wheeler. So I have said what I wanted to say. But sir, at the same time, all of us who are in the car, when we look at how precariously little babies are cradled between parents or in the mother's lap, your heart is really in your mouth. So I don't want to make any illegal statements, but I don't think any baby will have to sit in the mother's lap anymore after this motorcycle is launched. Freedom from uncomfortable rides. I'm sure Sarang will elaborate today on a very unique monolink suspension, a first in class that we have developed for this. And I hope that all of you will agree with me when you see the motorcycle in a few minutes, that it is also freedom from all the boring designs in which commuter motorcycles are still stuck after 40 years of the 1980s. So hopefully you will see a motorcycle that will be like a breath of fresh air, not only for its engine, but also for the way it appears. And finally, sir, since you are here, if I may say so, also, and this is a pet subject of mine, freedom from the paradoxically unsustainable subsidies that government sometimes employs to promote sustainable technologies. How sustainable technology can be promoted by unsustainable subsidies, not only in India, the world over. Our friends from the media, I am sure they are aware of the chaos which is there across the world as far as subsidies for electric vehicles, etc. are concerned. So freedom from all of this. Friends, my father was a staunch believer that the same deep differentiation that brought us our success with sports motorcycles, with three-wheelers, with the Chetak more recently, and with our export markets. It is the same strategy of differentiation that one day will bear the fruit of success in the commuter motorcycle market as well. And I would like to say that perhaps today can be that day. It can be that day if all of us, the government, the associated organizations, and the OEMs, if we are all to align our collective forces to make this happen, then sir, जो आप मेरे को बार बार दिल्ली में बताते हो कि मेरे को पेट्रोल डीजल ख़त्म करना है, ख़त्म करना है, ख़त्म करना है, और आप साया में आके हम सबको इतना मतलब धोस देते हो कि मैं बैंड बाजा लेकर के तुम लोग को यहाँ से भगा के लेके जाऊँगा. आपने ऐसा कहा है सर, so I am not misquoting you at all. But more seriously, I think all of us, if we come together, then we can have India lead the way and show the way to the world how we can move away from petrol and diesel towards clean fuels like CNG and electric vehicles. I don't know who said this, but someone said, we don't inherit the world from our ancestors. We borrow it from our children. And so, if nothing else, this motorcycle is about freedom for every child to be able to exercise his and her fundamental right to clean air. It is our responsibility to do our best in that direction. And if we come together to do that, friends, then I think what we are calling as a game-changing day for us can perhaps become a life-changing day for the generations which are to come. All that it requires is a change in mindset. Because the greatest discovery of our generation, as William James said, is that a human being can alter his life if he alters his attitude of mind. Hence, friends, to end, I go back to the one person I referred to in the beginning. I said I would return to him in the end. I would like to invoke the memory of my very handsome friend. He is Padma Shri Uncle Neil Nongkenri. Very complicated name. I have mugged it up 100 times before coming here. Uncle Neil Nongkenri. Tragically, suddenly, prematurely, Uncle Neil passed away 2 years back. But I feel he is here, joining us from the heavens through the lovely boys and girls of the Shillong Chamber Choir. We have invited the mesmerizing Shillong Chamber Choir to light up this hall with the essence of the message with which we believe the Bajaj freedom will ride out into the market tomorrow. And the message is simply this: छोड़ो कल की बातें, छोड़ो कल की बातें, कल की बात पुरानी, नए दौर में लिखेंगे, मिलकर नहीं कहानी. What comes after this? Somebody said, हम हिंदुस्तानी, हम हिंदुस्तानी. So, friends, on that note, soon you will witness a grand show thanks to this riveting, ravishing team from one of the most beautiful parts of the country. And hopefully, after that, you will see a motorcycle that you will be proud of as an Indian who wants India to go forward in the world of clean air and clean energy. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
कल की बात पुरानी।
नए दौर में लिखेंगे मिलकर नई कहानी।
छोड़ो कल की बातें, ये पेट्रोल की बातें, नए दौर में गीत सभी है CNG के गाते। हम हिंदुस्तानी, हम हिंदुस्तानी, हम हिंदुस्तानी, हम हिंदुस्तानी।
आज पुराने पेट्रोल को हम छोड़ चुके हैं, CNG से नाता पक्का
छोड़ चुके हैं।
दो पहियों को पंख बना अब उड़ सकते हैं, नेचर की रक्षा में हम
जुड़ सकते हैं। आज से अपनी जिम्मेदारी ये हमने है मानी। हम हिंदुस्तानी, हम हिंदुस्तानी, हम हिंदुस्तानी, हम हिंदुस्तानी।
छोड़ो कल की बातें, ये पेट्रोल की बातें, नए दौर में गीत सभी है
CNG के गाते।
हम हिंदुस्तानी, हम हिंदुस्तानी, हम हिंदुस्तानी, हम हिंदुस्तानी। है विश्वास कि छू सकते हैं चांद सितारे, अब तो नहीं पड़ेगी महंगी ये रफ्तारें।
अब से कमाई लगेगी कुछ ज्यादा ही बचने, अब तो खुल के पूरे होंगे सारे सपने। छोटी छोटी बातों में भी हमें अब तो है आसानी।
हम हिंदुस्तानी,
हम हिंदुस्तानी,
हिंदुस्तानी,
हम हिंदुस्तानी,
हिंदुस्तानी,
हम हिंदुस्तानी,
हिंदुस्तानी।
हम हिंदुस्तानी। Today, 1.4 billion Indians have the freedom to dream, the freedom to smile, the freedom to have little joys, the freedom, ladies and gentlemen, to ride the change. छोड़ो कल की बातें, ये पेट्रोल की बातें, नए फ्रीडम से लिखेंगे हम मिलकर नई कहानी।
हम नई कहानी,
हम नई कहानी,
हिंदुस्तानी,
हम हिंदुस्तानी,
हम हिंदुस्तानी,
हम हिंदुस्तानी,
हिंदुस्तानी।
हम हिंदुस्तानी। छोड़ो कल की बातें, ये पेट्रोल की बातें, नए फ्रीडम से लिखेंगे हम मिलकर नई कहानी। हम नई कहानी, हम हिंदुस्तानी, हम हिंदुस्तानी, हम हिंदुस्तानी।
And now is the moment where I request the Honorable Union Minister, Mr. Nitin Gadkari ji, to come onto the stage, along with our Managing Director, Mr. Rajiv Bajaj, and our Executive Director, Mr. Rakesh Sharma, to unveil the new Bajaj Freedom, the world's first CNG bike. Requesting Mr. Gadkari ji to stay on the stage to give us a few words. And sir, Mr. Rajiv sir, if we could just request you to give him offer him a small bouquet and a gift as a vote of thanks. Thank you, sir.
Respectable Neeraj ji, my dear friend Rajiv ji, all respectable dignitaries, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, it is a great pleasure for me as a transport minister. The first time in the world, the Bajaj Auto is going to launch first CNG motorcycle in the world. It is a mission for me that how we can reduce the air pollution in our country. The three important pillars of our society is ethics, economy, ecology and environment. Regarding air pollution, water pollution and sound pollution is a big concern for the country. At the same time, we have the import of the fossil fuel of 20 lakh crore. That is a big challenge for the country. The policy of our government under the leadership of Prime Minister Modi ji, the policy is import substitute cost-effective, pollution-free, and indigenous. This is very important industry. The automobile industry is the most important industry in the country. I am really happy that when I taken charge as a minister, our automobile industry number was 7 in the world. But just 3 months before, we surpassed Japan, and now our number is 3rd in the world. The first number is USA, the second is China, third is India. We are the 3rd largest automobile industry, and this is a growth engine for our country. We have the size of the industry is 20 lakh crore. And my target as a minister, where we are always having a dream of Atmanirbhar Bharat, and to make Indian economy of $5 trillion. And the most important industry for that mission is automobile industry. This is the industry which is giving GST of 3 lakh crore to state government and federal government. The highest tax coming to the government, state government and central government, is a part of GST from the automobile industry. And this industry is up till now created 4 crore jobs. Now the industry is not only wealth creator, it is an employment creator. The most important priority for the government that how we are going to create employment potential in the country. And this is the most important thing for our socio-economic transformation. We have good infrastructure by which we will get good industry and capital investment, by which we will create jobs, and by creating jobs, we will eradicate the poverty. So today, I am giving my special thanks to Neeraj ji and Rajiv ji, because the 50% of their production is export. And to take dollar income biofuel, ethanol, electric, methanol, biodiesel, bio-LNG, bio-CNG, and hydrogen. I have got my car is on hydrogen. The name of the car is Mirai. The Mirai is a Japanese word. Mirai means future. Then I have got flex engine car, Toyota, Innova, running on 100% bioethanol. And also I am happy that Rajiv ji has taken initiative to make bike on 100% bioethanol. And we have already opened 3 pumps, ethanol pumps in Pune. And now the idea is already Indian Oil has taken a decision under my request that they are going to start 400 ethanol pumps. In this CNG bike, there is a tank of 2-liter petrol. My only request to Rahul now, in place of petrol, if you can make it the 2-liter tank of ethanol, it will be really a great thing, because petrol rate is 120 rupees per liter and ethanol is 60 rupees per liter. Ethanol, no pollution, and petrol creates a lot of pollution. So today, electric is very popular. We have got electric buses, electric car, electric scooters, everywhere is very popular. And the most important thing is, now the industry is not cost-centric, it's quality-centric. And that is the reason that I am confident that within 5 years, our number will be 2nd in the automobile manufacturing in the world. 6, 7 and before I got appointed here in Chakan with the Mercedes plant, I always encouraging the people who are making their vehicles on alternative fuel and biofuel. And I feel that we can reduce the import and we will make India free from air pollution. That is the mission for all of us. This CNG is also a very important fuel. Just 1 year, 2 years before, I got appointed to launch one CNG plant in Pune district, so Mahisoba sugar factory. So we are making CNG from rice straw. The 5 ton of rice straw is giving 1 ton of bio-CNG. I am the president of the association. We have already 60 projects are already started and 400 projects are in process. In Punjab and Haryana, because burning of this parali, it is one of the important and major reason for pollution in Delhi. So it is always the two things are here. One is I am very much happy about the design and quality of the vehicle. And I always telling to people two important philosophies. One is innovation, entrepreneurship, science, technology, research, skilled and successful practices. We name it as knowledge. And conversion of knowledge into wealth is the future. And the other important philosophy which is very close to my heart, that is no material is waste and no person is waste. It is depending upon the appropriate technology you can convert waste into wealth. From last 7 years in my city in Nagpur, we are selling sewage water of Nagpur and our corporation is getting 300 crore rupees per year from that. Now in Delhi, Mumbai Express Highway, UR2 highway in Delhi, then in Dolaro, Ahmedabad Highway, we have just used 80 lakhs ton of municipal garbage into the road construction. So today, by segregate the garbage, glass, metal, we get organic waste. And from organic waste in a biodigester, we'll get methane, and from methane, we get bio-CNG. And we can run this car, truck, on scooter on bio-CNG. Important thing is for petrol two-wheeler, the cost is coming something 2 rupees 25 paisa. And for this CNG vehicle, the cost is coming nearly 1 rupees per kilometer. That is to be great saving. I am really happy about it. It is going to save not only pollution, but it is going to save our imports. Save not only pollution, but it is going to save our imports. 213 kilometers. I am seeing where is cylinder. It is really a beautiful design. Still, I can't understand that where is the cylinder. आप इसके ऊपर कोई स्पर्धा भी लगा देंगे कि जरा ढूंढ के निकालो कहाँ है, तो पता नहीं चलेगा. It's really a best design. And about the quality, there is no doubt about the Bajaj scooters, everything, you know that it is always with the quality. And honesty, quality and clarity is the biggest capital of the 21st century. Quality is very important. And I am really happy the quality of the scooter is very good. Presently, we are the highest exporter of the two-wheeler in the world. And 100% I am confident as a transport minister, because of the new initiative and the good quality and good design, 100% you will get more market in the world on the basis as compared with the diesel, petrol, because the cost is very less. It is really a success story for Bajaj Auto. Particularly, I am giving thanks to Rajiv and his team for research and design section is very important. Now, in every business, the research, design is very important. The people are quality conscious. And that is the reason the cost is reasonable, good. The fuel saving is there. No pollution is very less. And that is the reason that 100% this will be very popular, not only in India, but in the whole world. And this is your initiative, first time you are taking, first time in the world. That is the reason, as a transport minister and as a good friend of you, I am very much happy about it. I am giving my all best wishes and really pray to God to give you good success in this venture. and also giving thanks to your research team, designing team, your colleagues, because the teamwork is very important. And
request everyone to please settle down as we move to the next phase of the presentation. Requesting Mr. Sarang Kanade, President, Motorcycles Business Unit, to take the stage for his address. There will be an opportunity later for taking the photos.
Thank you. This is truly a historic moment for all of us, and I want to thank you all for being a part of this change for us. I'm here to talk more about freedom and how it's been designed to give a long-lasting positive impact for the customer, the nation, and the planet. The commuter segment is the largest volume segment in India, and it deserves a game-changing innovation. Introducing Bajaj Freedom, the game changer in the world's first CNG motorcycle that is designed to exemplify innovation at its very best. It reaffirms our steadfast commitment to a sustainable future, prioritizing customer needs and self-reliance at its core. We've all seen the bike. Let's look at 5 absolutely distinctive features of Bajaj Freedom motorcycle. Freedom gets contemporary styling, which gives freedom from similar-looking bikes with a radically new form to break the clutter. At the heart of Freedom, we have the innovative tech packaging, which gives freedom from rising petrol prices with far more economical, cleaner, and safer fuel, which is CNG. Then we have first-in-class linked monoshock suspension, robust trellis frame, and the longest seat in this segment. These features together combine to give a never-before enriched riding experience. Let me take you through each of these features in detail. Freedom allows for a more progressive design approach to create something really unique and be the first to do it. Let's have a few glimpses of Freedom. It gets a strong, rugged front look, a purposeful and stylish LED headlamp, the dual color scheme featuring vibrant graphics that resonate with the vehicle's dynamic spirit. The second distinctive feature is the innovative tech packaging. Let me play a video for you all that showcases this with the help of a demo bike with transparent body panels. The demo bike has a part of the seat that is cut to show where the CNG tank is actually placed. The Freedom comes equipped with a 125cc horizontal layout engine with a counterbalancer for low vibrations. We can see the CNG lines which are in green and the petrol lines which are orange in color. The world's first CNG motorcycle comes with an integrated packaging of a 2 kg CNG tank and a 2-liter petrol tank, together delivering a range of 330 kilometers. Freedom delivers a 9.5 PS power at 8,000 RPM and a torque of 9.7 Newton meter at 6,000 RPM. We have first-in-class linked rear monoshock suspension with a double rate spring which offers greater stability, improved ride dynamics, and higher comfort. Freedom has a robust design with a trellis frame. The frame acts as a protective cage around the CNG tank, in addition to giving it a very solid and robust look. Rider safety is at the core of design of Freedom, and the bike has successfully passed 11 safety tests, basis key industry standards and Bajaj Auto internal standards. Zero compromise on safety. Let me show you a few tests that we have conducted. And the fifth distinctive feature of Freedom focuses on delivering an easy and comfortable everyday riding. The seat at 785 mm length is the longest and 20% higher than a comparable 125cc motorcycle. Crafted quilt design gives improved overall comfort. Now that we have seen the 5 absolutely distinctive features of the Bajaj Freedom motorcycle, let's look at how these impact our stakeholders and benefit them. Our commitment with Bajaj Freedom is to leave a long-lasting positive impact, not only for the customer, but also for the nation and the planet. Allow me to elaborate a little bit more. We have made Bajaj Freedom keeping in mind the Indian commuter customer. This customer is progressive and has high aspirations across all walks of life. However, what pains him the most is the rising petrol prices, the high fuel running costs, the vehicle running costs, and overall increased cost of living. The Bajaj Freedom is designed to deliver substantial savings. Freedom has lower vehicle operating costs, almost more than 50% reduction in cost per kilometer as compared to a petrol motorcycle. That makes an absolutely whooping 75,000 rupees saving over a span of 5 years. While the Freedom offers the largest seat in the segment with 25% more comfort, it also offers switch on the go. Our customers can switch seamlessly between a CNG mode and a petrol mode at a single click of a button. All this without stopping the bike. This aids great convenience. There's a common fuel cap cover on the tank that allows you to fill CNG as well as petrol. Also service the air filter. Freedom also has a reverse LCD console with Bluetooth connectivity. Now let's look at how Freedom can impact the nation. We have a commitment in supporting the CNG ecosystem and Government of India policies of de-risking dependency on fossil fuels and promoting alternate fuels. Moving on, let's look at how Freedom can impact the planet. The Bajaj Freedom will be your contribution to an eco-friendly future. CNG provides a clean fuel option with far lesser emissions, making it environment-friendly fuel. CNG combustion produces approximately 26% less carbon dioxide emissions. Compared to petrol vehicles, CNG vehicles emit 85% lesser non-methane hydrocarbons and 43% lesser nitrogen oxide. Thus, our commitment with Bajaj Freedom is to deliver significant savings, comfort, and convenience to the customer while also supporting the CNG ecosystem and the Government of India initiatives and policies to have a long-lasting impact and a positive one. Freedom 125 is available now in 3 variants to suit every style and riding needs. The Freedom 125 NG04 disc LED variant, the Freedom 125 NG04 drum LED variant, and the Freedom 125 NG04 drum variant. Freedom will be available with us in 7 exciting dual-tone colors across the range of the 3 variants. The disc LED and the drum LED variants come in the Caribbean blue, the pewter gray black, the cyber white, the racing red, and the ebony black gray. And the drum variant will come with 2 colors, the pewter gray yellow and the ebony black red. Bookings now open on our website and across all our dealerships starting now. The Freedom 125 NG04 disc LED is priced attractively at 1,10,000 rupees. The Freedom 125 NG04 drum LED is priced attractively at 1,05,000 rupees. And the Freedom 125 NG04 drum variant is launched at an attractive price of 95,000 rupees. To begin with, Freedom 125 will be immediately available in Maharashtra and Gujarat states, starting with the disc LED variant, followed by the drum variants in a month from now. Freedom will be made available to all other states in the country in a phased manner by early next quarter. Bajaj Auto is the world's most valuable two-wheeler and three-wheeler company. It is possibly the only company which can marry the deep expertise of motorcycles and CNG technology. With Bajaj Freedom, the world's first CNG motorcycle, we have a pioneering innovation for the Indian commuter. We made the motorcycle, now you make history. Thank you. I would now like to invite Mr. Rajiv Bajaj, our Managing Director, Mr. Rakesh Sharma, Executive Director, Bajaj Auto, and Mr. Abraham Joseph, Chetak Technologies Managing Director, to come on the stage for a question and answer session. We are now open for a Q&A session. Thank you.